Jai Hind, dear students. We are moving to the next part from the chapter Accounts from Incomplete Records. So, you learned how to prepare the accounts from incomplete records by using the statement of affairs in the previous video lesson. Don't forget to watch the entire video. You will learn how to prepare the trading profit and loss account and balance sheet. That means the preparation of final accounts from the incomplete records. My dear students, in this video, you are going to learn how to convert the single entry into double entry. We are going to learn how to convert the single entry, incomplete records into double entry. For that, we have to prepare some important accounts. Some important accounts. So, a preparation of trading profit and loss account and the balance sheet. To prepare the complete financial statement, we have to use the preparation of some personal accounts, total creditors account, total debtors account, like so. And also a summary of cash book we will prepare to know the and to find out the profit and loss as well as the preparation of financial position statement. So you have to remember the preparation and the calculation of some items like opening capital, credit purchases, credit sales value, bills payable accepted, bills receivable received, payment to creditors, payment to debtors, any other cash related items like so. So some missing items are listed here. Some missing items are listed here. Using some accounts, we have to find out the missing values and to prepare the financial statements, trading profit and loss account and balance sheet. And first of all, we are going to learn how to calculate the value of credit purchase. How to calculate the value of credit purchase. So for that, we have to prepare on account. On account, you have to remember that, and we are going to learn the format of that account, how we can calculate the value of credit purchase. And remember, the credit purchase is a missing value that is calculated by using the account total creditors account. Total creditors account is used to prepare or to find out the value of purchase, credit purchase. And the creditors account, total creditors account will begin with a balance brought down the value of creditors. Opening balance of creditors and the closing balance of creditors. Then we will write the amounts cash paid to creditors. We will debit cash or bank. If it is check issued, we will write it as bank. When the firm pays cash, we will write to cash. And if it is issued, the firm issues instead of cash, the firm issues check. Then we have to write to bank. If that check is dishonored means if it is not accepted, we have to credit bank check dishonored. Then after bills payable, the creditor gets the bill accepted by the buyer. That amount will be debited. If it is dishonored, that bill is dishonored, it will be credited. If any amount of discount received, it will be debited. Also, the amount of purchase return, it also debited. After writing all these items, we will find out the total of both sides, and the difference it will be credit purchase. The difference amount it will be credit purchase. So remember the format. We are writing the balance brought down, balance carried down. Then we are writing the cash paid to creditors or the amount which is paid to creditors in the form of check. If the check is dishonored, it will be credited, and bills accepted, that will be debited. If it is dishonored, it will be credited. Any amount of discount received, that will be debited. Also, the amount of purchase return will be debited. So remember, this is the format of total creditors account, which is used to calculate the amount of credit purchase. Remember. So this question will clear your doubt. Read the question carefully. Try to find out the answer. Opening balance of creditor is there. That we have to opening balance of creditors. It will be credited, noted in the credit side. Balance by balance brought down. Closing balance of creditors will be noted in the debit side. To balance carried on. Payment made in cash, it will be debited. Discount received will be debited. Just go through the solution. Opening balance is shown by balance brought down 40,000. To balance carried on. Closing balance 50,000. Then the cash paid to creditors is noted in the debit side. Discount received, it is noted here. The difference will be credit purchase. We are finding the total 1,30,000, 37,000 minus 40,000, we will get 97,000. So this is the way to find out the value of credit purchase. The value of credit purchase is used to record in the trading account. Remember, it is on missing item we are calculating using the total creditors account. So remember, we have to prepare yet another account to calculate the value of credit sales. So total creditors account is used to find the value of credit purchase, but the total debtors account is used to find out the value of credit sales. You know very well, sales is recorded in the credit side of trading account. To find out the total value of credit sales, we have to prepare on another account, personal account, total debtors account. So this is the format. It is an asset account, so the opening balance will come in the debit side, to balance brought down, and the closing balance will come in the credit side. Then cash received from debtors will be credited. If it is received in the form of check, it will be credited. And if the check is dishonored, it will be debited. If they are receiving the bills receivable, accepted that amount, means that bills receivable amount, it will be credited. If it is dishonored, it will be debited. And we have to show some more items. The discount allowed by the creditor, bad debt amount, sales return in the credit side. After totaling the credit side, we will find out the balance. Then in the debit side, we will get credit sales balance. Credit purchase balance comes in the credit side. Credit sales balance comes in the debit side of total debtors account. So this is the way to find out the value of credit sales, which is very important for the preparation of trading account. Let us solve one problem. Debtors opening value is there, 50,000, it will be shown in the debit side. Closing value will be shown in the credit side. Cash received from debtors shown in the credit side. Discount allowed, bills receivable, bad debt, all these items shown in the credit side. Let us look what is the value of credit sales. First of all, we have to write the balance brought down 50,000. Then we have to show the closing balance 70,000. The cash received from debtors 60,000 credited. Discount allowed 1,000 credited. Bills receivable 30,000 credited. Bad debt also 3,000 credited. Difference after finding the total 1,64,000, we will deduct 50,000 opening balance. Then we will get the value of credit sales 1,15,000. So these are the things you have to remember. Very important calculations, which is useful for the preparation of final account under double entry system. And bills receivable account is another account. Bills receivable account and bills payable account are used to find out the missing values, missing figures. It is used to find out the missing figures like the total debtors account and the total creditors account. This accounts, total bills receivable account and total bills payable accounts are also used to find out the missing values. Balancing figure will be a missing value. So this is the format of bills receivable account. It is an asset account. So balance brought down, it is the opening value of bills receivable in the debit side. Balance carried down shows the closing value of the bills receivable in the credit side. And the bills received amount will be written in the debit side, sundry debtors. And if the bill dishonored, that will be written in the bill is honored. If the bill is honored, it will be written as bank. And if the bill is dishonored, it will be written as debtors. If the bill is honored, that means we are getting cash in our bank. And if it is dishonored, sundry debtors, it will be noted. So remember, this is another account which is used to find out the missing values. Maybe the value of bill received or sundry debtors, like so we are calculating the amount we are getting through the bill. It will be calculated through the preparation of total bills receivable account. And the bills payable account is used to find out another missing figures like the bills payable amount, like so. So it will begin with the opening balance in the credit side, closing balance in the debit side. Then we have to write the sundry creditors that bill accepted, and if the bill matured, amount will be written in the debit side to bank. If the bill is dishonored, we will record sundry creditors in the debit side. So this is also used to find out the missing figures like bills payable amount, that is we are recording in the balance sheet. So using this question, you will get the explanation regarding practical experience regarding the preparation of that two accounts. Opening bills receivable, it will be recorded in the debit side of bills receivable account. Just look at that. Balance brought down 5,000 and closing bills receivable 4,000 will be recorded in the credit side, and the bills receivable dishonored, bills receivable dishonored 2,000, it will be recorded in the credit side, sundry debtors. And the collected amount, bill collected during the year, that is the amount received 12,000, it is also credited bank, bill collected 12,000. So these are the items we can take. All other items are related to bills payable. So we are calculating the total of credit side 18,000 we are getting. When we find the difference, we are getting 13,000. That is the balancing figure that shows the amount of bill received. Amount of bill received. We will write sundry debtors. So this is the preparation of bills receivable account. We are getting the value of bills received, and we are calculating the bills payable through the total bills payable account. Here using the amounts, bills payable opening value 37, closing value 52,000, we are recording in that accounts. Opening value by balance brought down 37,500, closing value balance carried down 52,500, and the bill payable dishonored, bills payable dishonored, it means on the maturity date not paid the bill. It will be recorded in the bills payable dishonored, it will be recorded in the debit side, 67,750. And the balancing figure is what? Bills payable amount. The total bills payable amount, that is 81,750. That is the balancing figure. That is the balancing figure. So remember, these items are calculated. The values are calculated using the total bills payable account and a total bills receivable account. It is used to find out some missing values. Remember the preparation of total debtors account and a total creditors account. Also, we have to find out some missing information related to cash by creating a summary of cash items. Like a cash account, we have to show the debit side or the receipts and credit side payments. The balancing figure will be treated as the missing item related to cash. That also we have to remember. So all the things are prepared to find out the values of missing items like debtors, creditors, all that things. My dear students, we are going to prepare a full final account using this question. Mr. Om Prakash did not keep his books of accounts under double entry system. From the following information available from his records, prepare profit and loss account for the year ending and also the balance sheet. Not only the profit and loss account, we have to prepare trading profit and loss account and the balance sheet. You have to go through the summary of cash. It includes the opening balance of cash 8,000, cash sales is there 40,000, received from debtors amount is there 30,000, and in the credit side, cash purchase amount is there, paid to creditors amount is there, sundry expenses, cartage, drawings, and also the closing balance of cash 28,000 is there. Also, some additional information we have to go through the question. Debtors opening and closing balance is given for the preparation of total debtors account. Creditors opening and closing balance given for the preparation of total creditors account. Stock of material, opening stock 10,000, closing stock 16,000. Opening stock is used for trading account debit side. Closing stock is recorded in the trading account credit side, also in the balance sheet. Stock of material is recorded in that way. And washing equipment, it is opening value assets, it is an asset, opening and closing value are same. Furniture opening and closing value are same. That means it is available in opening statement of affairs and a closing balance sheet. We have to prepare opening statement of affairs. At that time, we have to consider all these things. Then discount allowed amount is there, discount received amount also given. My dear students, we have to prepare first the opening statement of affairs because the capital amount is missing. The amount of capital is missing in this question. So you know very well in the last video lesson we have learned how to prepare the statement of affairs for the calculation of opening or closing capital. So let us look at the statement of affairs. It will include all the opening values, washing equipment 40,000, furniture, opening year values are already taken. No need to consider the closing value, only opening year values are taken. Stock, opening stock at 10,000. Debtors also taken opening value 9,000. Cash, it is the opening value of the summary of cash 8,000. Creditors opening values there 14,400. After that, we are finding the total of asset side. We are getting the 70,000 minus 14,400, the value of creditors. We will get the value of capital, the amount of capital, that is 55,600. So my dear students, in this way we have to find out the value, missing value. What is that? Capital. The value of capital, opening capital is 55,600. Also, we have to prepare the total debtors account and the creditors account. First of all, use the question data. The opening value of debtors 9,000 is there. It will be debited. 12,000 it will be credited. Let's look at this. Balance brought down opening value 9,000 and balance carried down closing value 12,000. And there is some amount of debtors received. Amount of debtors received. This is from the summary of cash. From the summary of cash, you have to take that amount. Received from debtors 30,000. Received from debtors 30,000. That is recorded here, cash 30,000. And from the additional information, discount allowed during the year 1,400. That also recorded in the total debtors account. We are finding the total of the credit side, 43,400 we are getting. 43,400 are getting. From that we are deducting the 9,000. Then we will get the amount of credit sales. We are getting the amount of credit sales 34,400. That is the balancing figure. So this way we are finding the credit sales. Already there is an amount of cash sales. So total sales amount will be calculated, cash sales plus credit sales. That amount will be recorded in the trading account credit sale. And another account, total creditors account is prepared. Total creditors account is prepared to find out the value of credit purchase. To find out the value of credit purchase, we are using the account known as total creditors account. Remember that from the additional information, we are taking the opening value of creditors 14,400 and 6,800 is the closing value. Balance brought down, here it is balance brought down 14,400, closing balance it is 6,800. After that we are recording the amount from summary of cash paid to creditors, amount 20,000. That amount will be recorded. Also the discount received. The discount received also recorded 1,700. Remember that value also recorded there in the total creditors account. Just look at that in the debit side. In the debit side, we are recording cash, the amount that is appearing in the payment side of summary of cash 20,000 and discount received amount 1,700. Then we are getting the value of total credit purchase. That is the balancing figure 14,100. So that credit purchase value will be added with the opening summary of cash. There will be on cash purchase amount in the opening summary of there is in the credit side. Summary 14,000 is cash purchase, that will be added with the credit purchase that we are calculated in the total creditors account. Then we will get the total purchase. My dear students, after the preparation of that, we have to start the preparation of trading profit and loss account. Just look at this. Here we are preparing the double entry system by converting the single entry into double entry using the total debtors account, total creditors account, and also the opening statement of affairs. We are preparing the trading profit and loss account. Opening stock is there in the additional information, that is taken for 10,000. Purchase we are calculating by adding the cash purchase and credit purchase what we have calculated. Cartage that is available in the summary of cash credit side. Just look at here, 2,000 is there as cartage. Remember that amount will be taken there. And also in the credit side, the sales amount is there. Total sales will be the total of cash sales in the summary of cash debit side and total debtors account will give the credit sales amount. It will give the credit sales amount, so the difference it will be not difference, the total it will be the total sales. 74,400. 74,400, that is the amount of total sales. Then in the additional information, closing stock value also there. Closing stock value is also there, 16,000. We are finding the total 90,400, and the amount of gross profit difference is 50,300. The amount of gross profit amount is 50,300. That will be brought down. That will be brought down in the credit side. And also remember that sundry expense, it is there in the payment side of cash book. Discount allowed is there in the additional information. Depreciation we have to calculate, and discount received, it is also available in the additional information. And we are calculating the total. Before that, how we are getting the depreciation? How we are getting the depreciation? Yes, equipments, washing equipments, 10% depreciation. So 40,000 is the value of washing equipment. 40,000 into 10%, that is the amount of depreciation, 4,000. So total 50,000, 52,000 less the total of these three items, sundry expense, discount, we will get a net profit of 40,600. 40,600. So in this way we are calculating the amount of net profit. Now we have prepared the income statement under double entry system by converting the single entry into double entry. So we have to finish this question by preparing the balance sheet. It will include items in the asset side, washing equipment after depreciation 36,000, furniture 3,000 closing value, stock of material closing stock, debtors closing value 12,000, cash, the closing value in the summary of cash 28,000, and in the liability side, capital, what we have calculated using the statement of affairs, 55,600 plus net profit, add a net profit that we have calculated from the trading profit and loss account, 40,600. And one more item is there in the summary of cash. In the credit side, there is one item, drawings, that will be shown in the balance sheet as a deduction. In the capital, it will be deducted, less drawings 8,000. So 88,200. And creditors closing value is recorded 6,800. Please find the total. You will get both the side 95,000. 95,000 you will get in both sides. That shows the financial position is a good one, balanced one. So my dear students, in this way you have to convert the single entry into double entry. You have to convert the single entry into double entry. So don't forget to watch the full video. Learn all the concepts from this chapter by solving more problems. You can do so many problems by reading the textbook and searching through the websites. Please share this video with your friends and don't forget to ask any doubts through the comment box. Thank you for your patient listening for my words. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.